Hey guys, so it's Tuesday and that means that it is Dollar General penny shopping day. I also wanted to let you guys know, I know I posted a community post about my basement being flooded, and I posted a video of our street. It's not the street that we live on, but it's the street right down from the street that we live on. So I posted a video of that being underwater. There were a lot of other places that were underwater. We are okay. We were actually, at the time that the rain started, we went out because we really didn't think it was going to be that heavy. We went out to eat, and we were sitting there eating when it started pouring, and we were like, oh my goodness, look at the rain outside, blah, blah, blah. Well, we got done eating, and then we went, sorry, the garbage truck is going down the street. We went to go home, and then on the way home, there were lots of streets that were not completely flooded like that street was, but there were a lot of streets that had a lot of water on them, so we kind of had to drive slow through that. And there was a car that was completely stopped because they were afraid to drive. I mean, I don't blame them. And then once we pulled down our main streets, we noticed that there was a roadblock. There was a cop car down there, and my husband was like, oh, the road's closed. So we got a little closer, and the road had turned into a lake. So a couple things. There's streams that go by there, and there is a huge lake farther down, but the lake overflowed, the streams were overflowing, and the drains weren't working fast enough, so it turned a whole bunch of streets into lakes. But yeah, our house, the only damage that we got was our basement flooded, which it's not covered by insurance because we don't have a sump pump. So we have a cleaning crew that's going to be coming out to clean everything out and make sure that we don't get any mold and that kind of thing, because that would be dangerous. But we are on a long waiting list because there were a lot of people that had flood damage to their house. So they are working as fast as they can. So I'm on a waiting list, which they're going to call me once I'm closer in line and schedule something to come out here and clean it up. So that is what's kind of going on. We're very fortunate that that was the only thing that happened, because there were houses that were completely flooded. Their whole houses were flooded, lots of damage. There were some houses that were knocked down from the flood because the rushing waters were very, very strong. The rushing water that you saw in that video was not as heavy as the water by the high school. So down the road this way is one of the local high schools, not the one in our school district, but the school districts are so close together that if I wanted to, I could walk to the high school from here. So that high school over there is right across the street from a huge lake and waterfall and dam and all that. And then there's a river that flows by, a stream that flows by, a creek that flows by, that all of that overflowed, and the high school was completely flooded and it is damaged. Thankfully, it happened during the summer and not the school year while there were kids in the school. So, and they have time to fix the damages before, hopefully have time to fix the damages before school starts in the fall. But there were a lot of homes that didn't make it. A lot of people's cars were damaged. There were cars floating down the streets. 422, part of that was shut down because there was a couple areas that were just where it dips down that were just, there were cars that were going into it and just floating on by. So it's an unfortunate situation. Now that the rain has stopped, it stopped around 7 that day. But as the water was like going down and stuff, we were noticing all of the damages. There is a lot of damage in our town, in our city, in our area. Like the little suburbs of the city and the city itself. And even a bunch of towns surrounding us. There were other parts of Pennsylvania that got affected by it. I heard New York was affected by the floods and Vermont. So my heart goes out to everybody who had significant damage and even minor damage. Like it sucks to have to, you know, any of it, even having your basement flooded. My whole neighborhood, a lot of our basements flooded. So it was very unfortunate, but just wanted to give you guys an update and let you know that we're all safe. There's no more flooding. It's gone now, but there's a lot of people that, like the local town, there's like a rec center. They're giving out water. They're giving out essential supplies to people who are affected by the floods. We have a boil water ordinance set up right now where anybody in the township that has Mount Penn water now has to boil their water because it's unsafe to drink because it's contaminated. So we are going to stock up on some bottled water until everything's good to go. But yeah, it's just, it sucks, but we're all okay. We're all okay. But thank you everybody for your concern and your kind words. It was amazing. But now on to this video. Sorry that the beginning was so long, but I just wanted to give you guys an update, so you're not worrying and wondering. But yes, penny shopping. If you are not familiar with penny shopping, what it is every Tuesday, there's a list that is usually sent out, and everything on that list will usually ring up a penny. Now, every store is different. Some things may penny at one store. They may not penny at another. And they may not penny until the following week at some stores. They may not penny till several weeks later, or they may never penny at all. So you want to make sure that you have the Dollar General app downloaded on your phone and that you're using the scanner and it's set to the store that you are in, because like I just said, every store is different, and make sure you're scanning items to make sure that they ring up a penny. Right now, they're not ringing up a penny in the app. They will show 0.00. If that's the case, most likely they will be a penny. They are not free. Most likely they will be a penny at the register. And if they ring up a different price or full price, most likely they will not be a penny at the register. So keep that in mind. Updated systems. If your store has updated systems, your best bet is to go penny shopping the following day on Wednesday. If you're not sure if your store has updated systems, one way to tell is touchscreens. If your store has touchscreen registers, then they're updated, but not all updated systems are touchscreens, so keep that in mind. Another way to tell is the receipt. The receipt will look like a self-checkout receipt, which the old system receipts will have each item, and under each item you will have the coupons and the discounts come off. On updated system receipts and self-checkout receipts, you'll have all the items listed, and then at the bottom all of the discounts and coupons will come off. So that is one way to tell. Yeah, there are a few people that I follow. The first one being the Freebie guy. I follow him on Instagram and on YouTube. Then there's Krista Coupons, Alicia Savings, and Madison's Madness. I follow them all on YouTube as well. I will have all their links in the description box down below in case you would like to follow them as well. There are a few Facebook groups that I'm in. All I did was search Dollar General penny shopping in the search bar, joined a few groups, and yeah, they're very helpful. They're always active. on the daily. They always have visuals and whatnot. So, yeah, I recommend joining some penny shopping Facebook groups because even to this day, for me, they're very helpful. And that is where I find the lists each week. And today's list, here it is. All right, so I know that Father's Day pennied. Graduation, I'm not quite sure. I scanned a whole bunch of graduation cards. They're all full price, so I don't know if cards are definitely not included in that. But I did not find any graduation stuff, so I'm not sure if they pennied or not. But assuming that I didn't find anything, I'm assuming that they did penny. So just keep that in mind. Scan, scan, scan. All right, so here's what I found. 2 lonely pennies. The first store that I went to, this is what I found. It is a Father's Day mug, and it says, "This guy is one awesome dad." And then at the second store, another mug. And this one says, "I have a hero, I call him Dad." So I don't know what I'm going to do with these. Obviously, I can't put them in my basement where I've been putting my penny stuff. But I don't know if I'm going to give them to my husband, maybe give one to my husband, maybe give one to my dad. Hey, there's an idea. My dad's coming this weekend, so maybe I'll give one of these to my dad, see which one my husband wants, and then give the other one to my dad. But yeah, that is all that I found. I was hoping that I would find some graduation stuff because I still have a graduation party to go to next weekend. And it would have been awesome to have some graduation stuff, but you know, that's fine. But anyways, that is everything for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you for watching and have an awesome day. Bye.